Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I checked on it, and it's not good. Oh my goodness, guys. Beautiful day here in West Tennessee, low humidity. It is 87 degrees outside, a little bit breezy. Beautiful pre-fall day right here at the end of summer. Big plans for this weekend. Labor Day weekend, I've got Monday off. It looks like Jen and I are going to be heading out to Current River. Going to be staying at a lodge with a bunch of friends. Not the family this time. This is a bunch of Jennifer's friends. Hope to be soon to be my friends. We're going to stay in a big 14-person lodge cabin. Should have a good old time. Do some floating down the Current River. That's in Van Buren, Missouri. Okay, that's my home state of Missouri. Should be a good time. Of course, I'll be filming for you. I've got some other things going on that you may enjoy coming out of that trip. But back to it's not looking good. I got off work today. Thank you, Sonia. Got off work today and I went up to the Ford dealership where they're holding my Ford F2 Duty Power Stroke Trimmer BAP high output beast of a machine. They're holding it for ransom. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're holding it for ransom. I say that because it came in last Saturday, as most of you know. Me and Jen had the Harley-Davidson CVO up at the dealership for its 1,000-mile service. It's doing fine, thank you very much. Actually got 1,200 miles on it now. I didn't drive it today because I knew I was coming up to the Ford dealership, and I did a couple other things, and so I did not ride it to work today, and I could do this Ramblings for you on the way home, because Ramblings on the way home on the motorcycle isn't working too good right now until I wear the full face helmet, and you can hear me much better. So I talked to my salesperson today, and he said, he didn't have much information or update, but he did talk to the service manager. Service manager confirmed it was not a connector or a fitting or a loose wire or anything. So I told the salesman, I'd like to talk to the guy myself, the service manager. I'd like to go up and see the vehicle and do all that stuff. And he said, yeah, he would set that up. So after work today, I went up to the dealership and asked to see the service manager, Mr. Nick, and kind of picked his brain about what's going on and everything. He said, yeah, they confirmed that the compressor clutch assembly for the air conditioner is locked up. And he said, the part's on back order. I said, well, sir, I found at least 3 of them online. And he's like, really? He said, well, let's look that up. So we got online and looked it up, and actually the site I went to went down to 1 available, and he says, yeah, a lot of times those places will say there's 1 available, and then when they actually go to look on the system, there's not 1, because they're basically polling the same system that he is. Now, weird thing he said was, the dealerships don't really want to share their parts. So there may be a couple other dealerships in the area that have the parts we need, but they're saving them for their system, and which is kind of, Ford. I know some dealerships are independent and not connected to Ford Motor Company, but Ford, you need to make sure that your parts share resources like this. I work for a steel company, and we have different divisions, and we each share a lot of the same parts. So whenever something blows up in my division, we will ship it to the other division, and they'll ship us a new part back whenever the back order part comes in or whatever. That's just good business practice. It keeps your customers happy. But that's not what Ford does, apparently. So parts on back order. Not only did he say it's the compressor and clutch assembly, he said Ford wanted him to change out the whole shooting match, condenser, evaporator, the whole thing. Just basically shotgun that sucker. and replace it all. And I said, man, it sure would have been nice if it just a push button in the dash that was not working, wouldn't it? He said, no, that's not it. Yeah, they do a point-by-point inspection, that sits them through, and should you have 5 volts here, you should have 12 volts there, and it came down to change compressor. Well, so they got 3 parts they have to change out, 3 assemblies, and 2 of them are on back order. And I was like, man, I was talking to Nick. I said, the service manager. I was like, man, Saturday, the vehicle came in, and I figured I'd be picking it up on Monday or Tuesday. Got my financing. I got the first payment due on my loan is in October. And you're like, Tim, you haven't even given them the check yet. That's just how the bank works. I found that out. First payment's due in October because they gave me a check. So in their mind, they've given me the money. It's the check is written in the name of the Ford dealership, but in my bank's mind now that they've given me the money and I got to do it. Now I could probably call them and tell them the situation. I haven't done that yet. We're gonna give this some time. But so I told I said, hey dude, today's Wednesday. If the part comes out, so I'd like to take it to Current River this weekend on this float trip. He said, yeah, man, that'd be really nice, wouldn't it? He said, yeah, it's not gonna happen. He said, yeah, even if the part comes in, it's a pretty lengthy process to change all those parts out apparently and get them, get the coolant charge back up and test it and all that. I don't want them to rush anything, that's for sure. So it doesn't look like I'm gonna have my vehicle this week, but after talking to Nick, I feel a little better. And one thing I did do is I asked my sales associate, I said, hey, I'm going through this trouble here. It's already been almost 4.5 month delay on getting the vehicle, which, everyone's having to do. Then the vehicle comes in, then I get my loan, and then you're holding the vehicle ransom, for a bad air conditioner. That supposedly was quality assurance checked at the factory, right? I said, when I went to see you on Saturday, you tried to sell me on this protection package where you put a film on the door edges and you tint the windows and you got this ceramic coating and all this stuff. You tried to sell me on that, and I said, no, thank you. I said, it'd be really nice if you just threw that in while you got the vehicle waiting on the parts. Go ahead and have those services done. That'd be really nice of you to help, satisfy this customer, repeat customer. I bought a 2017 Super Duty King Ranch, F-250 King Ranch before. That's even an upper level trim to what I'm getting now. And he said he had to talk to the sales manager about that. Well, I said, you just do that then, please, sir. Talk to the sales manager and say you want to have a happy customer, because I'm not too happy right now. Now, Nick, the service manager, did cool me down a little bit. I wasn't hot or anything when I came in. I was very respectful and nice and everything. You don't start off with the people that are trying to hook you up, start off mean or anything. I'm just not a mean person anyway, you know that. But he was very, very nice, and I was very cordial with him, and he kind of gave me that warm fuzzy that, that he is doing. He said, I got 80 vehicles in the shop here. It's a big auto dealership. I got 80 vehicles in the shop here, and I told him, yours is priority 1. And I don't know if that's 100% true, but at least he's saying the right things to me. You know what I'm saying? He's saying the right things. And he did pull up on his screen. He had on the screen, what parts I needed and, the situation. Guy was fully versed in, in my situation. That made me feel good as the service manager, knowing what's going on. So I feel a little bit better about it. I'm not happy that I waited 4.5 months to get my truck, and now it's sitting in Memphis and I can't take it home. Actually, I could take it home. They told me I could take it home, but it doesn't have any air conditioning. And guys, it's supposed to get hot again. It's 87 degrees right now. The humidity's kind of low, so it feels good. But it's supposed to be back up in the high 90s with higher humidity next week. Not too much rain in the forecast, so that's good for me to come home in the afternoons and get videos out for you. Get some ramblings like this, and hopefully I'll have better news when I get back from Labor Day. That's another thing. Monday's a holiday, so even if the part came in, I don't think I'm going to get my truck back next week. If I did, it would be Friday at the earliest, so a week and a half from now. And I'm not thinking even then. He said, if the part's on back order and it may have to put some pressure on the factory, Ford Motor Company, on sending some from stock there since the vehicle came, you know, malfunctioning. He said that's like last resort because dealing with the mothership, he said, is not easy. Dealing with the suppliers is easier than dealing with the mothership Ford. So, sorry, not sorry. But again, you guys know me. Always a smile on the face, silver linings. I'm not upset. I'm disappointed. But it is a beautiful truck. Nick took me out to it, and I did a walk around, you know, making sure I didn't see anything else, you know, any other issues with it, paint defects. I did find out that the 35-inch, you know, mud tires, there's a full spare with a wheel. It has actually a trimmer wheel on it, so it's 5 35-inch Goodyear Duratrack MTs, I think. Well, they're AT, you know, they're kind of a little bit higher than AT. I actually had one of those on my Dodge. I had 4x4 Dodge I had one time. That's a pretty good tire. Not my first choice, but you know, hey, you're from the factory, that's a pretty good tire. 35-inch, you know, high-end AT tire. Anyway, look, I got inside of it. The beautiful interior. Very, very pleased with the interior. I like, you know, it looks like a vehicle I would drive very, very much. It smelled like a new car, you know, had that new car smell. Didn't have the red leather, demon leather interior like this does. You know, this thing is beautiful. That's why I'm keeping it. It's still gonna be my main commuter. Matter of fact, today when I get home, uploading this, of course, and then I have got to change the oil in the SRT. Man, I go through so many miles in this thing. I drive 106 miles a day to work. That's round trip, 106 miles every day, 5 days a week. Of course, then all the trips I go on and all that stuff. And we'll go out and see David and Melanie and go, you know, go to the river and camping with Jen. You know. So it's a good life. It's a good life. Like I said in my other videos, I'm stupid blessed. God is the creator, the anointer of all good things, and anything that's good in my life comes through him. That's where the credit is, guys. No bragging. No bragging. It's all through him. Anything good in me is him. Anything good that I've done is by his grace, by his power, and that's just, I'm not ashamed to say it. So, and also I got this really cool set power cooler with a battery backup. You can plug it in 12 volts or 120 volts, and it's got a battery backup, so I can take it to the river. I need to get that out and do a product review over there on Ridge Life's Reviews and How-Tos. And I still got lots of motorcycle videos coming out on reviews and how-tos. I'm really focusing on that channel, guys, because guess what? I am less than 100 hours of watch time to be monetized on Ridge Life's Reviews and How-Tos. So that would be 3 channels monetized, putting me one step closer to YouTube full time. Woo, guys! Oh man, I'm so happy. Again, you know that there's no money from you guys in any of that. That is all from YouTube. Any time you guys super chat or do those the thanks things on the videos, that is just icing on the cake, pure love and sweetness. I love all you guys, any of you guys that do that. Very much appreciated. But things are going well. And like, Tim, your expensive truck's in the shop. You know, how can you say things are going well? You live in a camper down by the river. You know, your kid's off at college, and your other kids live 100 miles away, and you know. How can you say things are going so well? Because they are. So, man, life is good. Life is beautiful. I got a pretty girlfriend. I got decent health. I got a job. I got vehicles. I got avenues of entertainment. My kids are healthy. My kids are advancing their lives. And that's what you want. You want healthy kids advancing their lives. All of my kids are advancing their lives in their own way. And I'm super happy about that. I thank the Lord above for his blessings on allowing that to happen, because there's nothing I did. The only thing I did in my kids is screw them up. The only thing good in my kids is what he's allowed to happen in their lives. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that. So, guys, I'm going to be going in here to town before I get home. Again, I got to change oil, so I got to get the rest of my supplies for that. So I appreciate and love every single one of you. And hopefully you'll stick around and check out my trail cam video coming out on Ridge Life very soon. I'm almost finished with that video, and there's some controversy around it. You know the controversy. Will he do it? Will he put it in the video? You'll have to check it out for yourself, okay, guys? So until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life.